Good morning and welcome to Smell the Coffee. It is a beautiful, beautiful Monday morning. You are joined by Diana Master. I will be flying solo for this first part, but we do have an exciting guest coming on to the show later on. We are introducing a very new segment of Smell the Coffee, which is Smell the Coffee's Personality of the Week. So basically with the Personality of the Week, what we do is we get an interesting guest into the studio, people that have been doing whatever they're doing for a few years. They can give us tips, tricks on how to get started in that particular industry and just talking about what makes them our Smell the Coffee Personality of the Week. Now, as usual, we will be following our normal format of Reel of the Day. We get into an interesting story of the day segment, and then we, of course, close it off with Actually, we are going to close it off with our our Personality of the Week segment. Without further ado, let's get into our Reel of the Day segment.
Mom, can I go to Mama Joshua's house?
It's too early, Taku.
I just want them to open the orange for me.
No, it's too early, Taku.
I can wear shoes.
Let me open for you.
No, you don't know how to open the orange.
Taku, you don't have one mission. Give me, let me open for you.
No, let me go.
Go back and sleep now. Go back inside now.
Ah!
Give me that orange.
This reel would have made more sense with Courage in studio because I'm pretty sure he can definitely relate. I don't understand why we're like that as kids. I really don't understand. You find an excuse to do the thing that your mother told you not to do. Because also, if she releases you to go play, you're going to be gone for the next 2-3 hours. Yeah. So you find the weirdest excuse. I need her to peel this orange for me. What do you mean? Let me peel it for you. No, you can't peel it the way that I want to peel it. And trust me when I say, if you've had kids, you know exactly that this is how they act. Because I've had my daughter tell me, no, the way you did this is wrong. And you're like, what do you mean it's wrong? No, it's wrong. And then she'll just cry, throw a tantrum. So honestly speaking, being a parent is not for the weak. Let's take a look at our next reel. It's how natural she just walked out. That 10 out of 10, because what do you do if you know you live alone? Somebody said being kissed in your sleep is the purest form of love, and somebody commented, not if you live alone. Imagine you live alone and you just feel somebody kissing you. Just move out and never come back. My worst fear is living in a haunted house. Yeah, that is one of my worst fears. And I always worry, like, what if there's a burial ground underneath, or I don't know. Speaking of burial grounds underneath, did you guys know that in France there's a whole city, under Paris, where it's just dead bodies? And you can go toward these places. It's literally walls of skeletons. It's underground. You can just go. I saw a reel of this guy saying 100 things to do before you die. And he was just exploring these tunnels. And literally, the walls are just lined with skeletons and bones of people. So, yeah. We live in a very scary world. But what would your reaction be if somebody kissed you in your sleep and you know you live alone? My worst fear, okay, I've said worst fear too many times, but I have another fear that my daughter will say to me, oh, hi, mommy. And then I see another one of my daughters. And she says, hi, mommy, like the same child. And she's telling me, no, the other one is fake. And the other one is telling me the other one is fake. I will leave both of them. I'll be like, you know what, girls? Cool. And that is the reason I don't watch horror movies. Because I am too paranoid. On that note, we will now take a quick ad break, and when we come back, we bring you a very bizarre story. Stick around.
Namibia is a land of movement, with waves that never stop reaching forward. Here, Adventure is not something we search for. It is something we are born into. In every corner of this country, creativity rises from artists, from athletes, from dreamers. And when the world comes to explore Namibia, they discover something extraordinary. Because when sport moves people, creativity moves ideas, and tourism moves the world toward us. Something powerful happens. A platform where movement meets imagination, where industries connect, where opportunity grows, where Namibia's next chapter begins. Welcome to the Creative Sport Tourism Expo. Exhibit, partner, experience. Creative Sport Tourism.
In this economy, you have to dala what you must. Japan Underground Idol sparks outrage for offering armpit sniffing service for fans. A Japanese underground idol has stirred an online debate after offering fans the unusual perk of sniffing her armpits. Hari Matsumoto from Wakayama, Honshu Island, has attracted over 400,000 followers on social media thanks to her bubbly personality and approachable charm. In Japan, underground idols usually perform in intimate venues such as small theaters, live houses, or shopping centers, and rarely appear on mainstream media. Unlike top-tier idols featured on television, in magazines, and in advertisements, they build their following primarily through live performances and direct fan interactions. Now recently, Matsumoto replaced traditional handshakes and hugs with an armpit sniffing service during post-show interactions. In a viral clip, an older male fan is seen mimicking a puppy, raising his fists and sniffing both her armpits with her permission. Afterwards, Matsumoto sat him down and held him in her arms, treating him with gentle touch. One fan shared a photograph of Matsumoto online with the caption, "I really like your scent. The reason I was born was to meet Hari. I love you." Some fans have even gone so far as to offer lifetime happiness contracts, pledging all their earnings to her and avoiding relationships with other women as a show of loyalty. Matsumoto has not explained why she introduced the armpit sniffing perk, but observers suggest it is a way to stand out among the thousands of underground idols and strengthen her fan base. The move has not been met without critics. One online user described the service as disgusting, adding, "It is better to think of it as low-priced adult entertainment rather than idols." While another said, "I feel sad for Matsumoto. The underground idol industry often deliberately or unconsciously tolerates types of behavior that would be unacceptable in other professions, such as exposing private lives or selling body scents." Someone's father is sniffing a woman's armpits. Someone's father's paying to sniff armpits. And you can't say, "Oh, it's in Asia where these things happen." Sydney Sweeney, an American actress, was selling, was it a soap made of a bathwater? So, yeah. There are people selling their farts. There are people selling a service where people can smell their armpits. Guys, the world we live in there is so weird, for lack of a better term. Actually, that's the nicest way I can put it. We live in such an odd, bizarre simulation. This cannot be real. Because what do you mean people are offering lifetime contracts to say, "I pledge all my life earnings to you"? I would love somebody to pledge all their life earnings to me, but isn't this met with some stalkerish behavior? Because then in a way that means she also can't be in a relationship because these people think that they own her, which was the same problem I and a few people had with the K-pop industry, because they market these idols as though they're available. You understand? As though you stand a chance with this idol if you just say, oh, because they want to keep you buying. That's why idols from way back were not allowed to date, because then earnings and stock prices would go down, because now it's like, oh, so he's not available. Why should I buy his albums? Why should I buy his music? Why should I buy his merch? So you have to keep this image of you're single and you're available, and one lucky fan can stand a chance to win a date or to date this person. So it's a very, yeah, these parasocial relationships are very strange, because then that's why in the K-pop industry you have people like sasaengs, which are these very obsessive fans that know the idol's schedule, they know what play they're going to be on, they know everything there is to know about this idol's life. So these idols don't have privacy. So again, even with this, somebody pledging their lifetime earnings to you, surely that comes with some stalker vibes, because then it means you cannot date. It means this person thinks they own you. But hey, what do I know? Now let's get into our very first personality of the week segment. But before we do that, let's get into our pronunciation challenge with Courage the comedian, who also happens to be our Smell the Coffee personality of the week. Let's take a look.
Morning show.
And now we have Courage again in studio, and we're doing a pronunciation challenge.
Yes.
Yes.
Ha! Let's see.
Are you ready?
Let's see. I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's see what you have for
The
me.
first word is
Let me see. Victuals.
victuals.
Yeah.
Victuals, yeah. An old-fashioned or humorous word that means food and drink or supplies of provisions. We packed victuals for the trip.
Hey, victuals.
Victuals, yes.
So the C is silent.
It's silent.
Why did they put it there?
I don't know why it's there, Courage. I don't know. I didn't invent the English language, okay?
Okay.
Our next word is...
Yeah? Psyche.
Try again.
Tell me.
Syzygy.
Guys, come on. No.
Syzygy. That's the
Syzygy.
word. Syzygy. A straight line alignment of three celestial bodies such as the sun, earth, and moon. It occurs during eclipses, transits, and planetary conjunctions.
And now I've
Syzygy.
learned something.
You learned something.
Then I'm going to be like, hey,
Syzygy. Yes. So the planets are aligned. The planets are in syzygy. Yes. Our next word is...
Colonel.
Hey.
That
Hey.
one.
That one.
That one I know.
You know.
Yeah, not colonel.
Not colonel.
Colonel.
Colonel. Exactly. All right. Next word is...
Quinoa.
You.
I did these things. I have a degree. Yeah.
You have a degree.
Yeah.
Yeah. An edible seed cooked like grain. And our next word is...
Hey, epitome.
You know this one, because this one has been a meme. The epitome.
The epitome.
What are you an epitome of?
Of calm.
Of
Of funny.
You are the epitome of funny.
Of
There
funny.
we go. There we go. So now you've learned something.
I've learned something.
Syzygy.
Syzygy. That one.
Syzygy. It sounds even fancy.
Yeah, as a Zimbabwean, I'm going to name my child Syzygy.
You have started. You have started. Anyway, on that note, we'll now take a quick ad break, and we'll be right back with more Smell the Coffee.
Namibia is a land of movement, with waves that never stop reaching forward. Here, adventure is not something we search for. It is something we are born into. In every corner of this country, creativity rises, from artists, from athletes, from dreamers. And when the world comes to explore Namibia, they discover something extraordinary. Because when sport moves people, creativity moves ideas, and tourism moves the world toward us. Something powerful happens. A platform where movement meets imagination, where industries connect, where opportunity grows, where Namibia's next chapter begins. Welcome to the Creative Sport Tourism Expo. Exhibit, Partner. Experience. Creative sport tourism.
So, for this week's Smell the Coffee Personality of the Week, we are joined by the one, the only, Courage the Comedian. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm
Pam?
doing fantastic. Thank you for joining me
Thank
today.
you so much for having me.
Okay, so you're the very first guest on our Personality of the Week segment. How does it feel?
I feel special now.
You feel special?
Yeah, they must
Yeah.
talk to me nice.
You're very, very special. Now, Courage, you have made it very, very clear that you absolutely hate AI posters.
I do. I don't like them.
Okay, let's get into that. Let's get into the beef that you have with AI posters.
The thing with AI is it's all generic.
Yeah.
If you are lazy to market your company properly, how should I trust your product?
Very.
That's
very
where I
true.
start from.
Yeah.
And then now all posters look the same. How can a butchery and a coffin selling business have the same
It's the same poster. Yeah.
So
Okay, but we'll get into that a little more. Just start us off by introducing yourself
Yes.
to your viewers, who you are, what you do.
okay, my name is Courage the Comedian. As it says, it's self-explanatory. I'm a stand-up comedian, but I also do DJing. I also do acting. I also do script writing,
MCing.
brand ambassador. So I'm all-round entertainer.
You are a jack of all trades.
Yes.
Okay, so how did you start into, with comedy?
With comedy, actually, how I started is a funny story. Like, with UNAM together, we did the same
Yes,
degree.
yes.
So in my drama class, it was voice and speech, actually, with Tanya. And I used to bunk that class. Then, funny enough, the one day that I decided, let me attend class, there was a workshop on performing arts.
Okay.
And they had invited Slick to come give a workshop on stand-up comedy as a form of like performing arts.
Yeah.
So while we were there, we did a class exercise, and then people nominated me like to do like a mock comedy show. That's how I started. Then we did a mock comedy show. Then Slick calls me outside afterwards and he's like, don't you want to try this professionally? And I was like, why not?
Yeah.
I have nothing to lose. I was even second year. That was 2011. So I had nothing to lose. Then the following week, I was performing on a Free Your Mind stage.
Okay.
The following month, I became the first class comic standing winner of Namibia.
Wow. Okay. So how difficult is it? Because obviously you have to be, I feel, naturally funny. But obviously, it's not like you just go up on stage and you say, hey, why did the chicken
Yeah,
cross
no,
the
you
road?
need to prep. You need to prep, actually, because with stand-up, like, you need to know what you're talking about. You don't just go there and talk, because there's a fine line between being funny and insulting.
Yeah.
So you need to prep and like know what topics you're going to talk about. Of course, there is like the spur of the moment things, like when you do crowd interaction and stuff. That's another topic, but you need to prep. Like we have topics, we have themes that we go on about. So we do research. Like you need to be a little smart.
Yeah, you do need to be a little smart.
Because being like stage funny
Yeah.
is different than being funny with your friends.
Yeah.
Because on stage there are people who come to the show to say, so Biso, let me go see if he's funny.
If he's funny. And how do you obviously feel, you've been doing this since 2011, you said,
Yes.
but I can imagine that every time you go up on stage, the nerves probably do kick
That's
in.
like the first time I'm on. They say Robin Tyson once told me like the day that I stop being nervous is the day I should stop doing it.
Oh, because
So
now you don't
time,
care.
every time you feel nervous, like
It's good.
the days before the show, the day of the show, it's like you have a little bit of diarrhea.
So what's the best thing about being a comedian?
The best thing about being a comedian is seeing people laugh.
Okay.
There's nothing more therapeutic than seeing someone thoroughly enjoy what
Yeah.
you're doing, and
Yeah.
then they forget about their problems.
Yeah.
Like I told you, my parents are doctors, so they wanted me to do medicine, so I became a comedian because laughter is the best medicine.
Wow. I love it.
Yes.
I love it. Okay, but what is the worst part about being a comedian, specifically being a comedian in Namibia? Because we've been complaining as people in the arts and entertainment industry that, first of all, payment is always late.
It's not on time.
Payment is not on time. Payment is not enough because it's,
Yeah.
we don't have a budget. And what.
They
So-
always want to negotiate the budget. But
Yes.
I always say, if you pay for a stage, if you pay for catering, if you pay for everything, why not pay
for
the
entertainment.
artist?
Yeah.
Why not pay on time also? Why must the artist always have to be the one negotiated with? Which is something that's a story for another day also.
It's a story for another
because
day.
of rent. And the other thing, that's like a downside of being a comedian. They forget that I'm human. Now every time they say you cannot have a stressful day, you cannot be stressed, cannot be moody, you must just be ready
just
to
be
tell
funny.
me. And people walk up to you randomly in the street, tell me a joke. What is that? I don't go to a doctor randomly in the street and I'm like, diagnose
me now. Yeah.
So
Okay.
hey, that's one thing. That's my biggest pet peeve.
Yeah.
Tell me a joke in public. Don't ask me to tell you.
Okay, tell me a joke.
I was gonna say interview me, but you already asked.
Exactly. I'm already interviewing you. Okay, so what advice would you give to people that want to take this up professionally? Because I think we've been told too many times that a career in entertainment is not necessarily feasible, especially like I'm saying here in Namibia, where the industry is so small. People seem to take advantage of artists and entertainers.
Yeah, you need to be prepared to be broke for a long time because being an artist, being a comedian, it requires dedication. Like I told you, I've been doing it for 16 years now, and it's not easy. They are gonna negotiate. They are gonna just tell you, oh no, let's just give you a 300. They are gonna negotiate with you, but if you really want to do it, the sky is the limit. Like this year, comedy is on the rise. People are starting to warm up to comedy. Corporates are starting to pull through. So it needs dedication. It needs commitment. It needs hard work.
Yeah.
Because it's not only talent. And forget that what your friends say when they say they will support your show. Most of them will not come. They'll just tell you, I'm there.
And they're not there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you did say that you're a brand ambassador. Can you disclose what brands?
No, not
yet.
It's coming.
It's coming
but
soon.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's one that. But the previous brands that I've worked with Real Good Chicken. I've worked with Tafel. I've worked with Vigo. Just to name a few.
Just to name a few.
Yes.
Okay, Courage. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
today.
you so much for having me.
And for being our very first Smell the Coffee personality of the week.
Number one.
Number
I'm always
one.
breaking. My parents are proud.
They're very proud. Okay, on that note, viewers, we have come to the end of today's episode of Smell the Coffee. Thank you so much for joining me and the wonderful guest, Courage, the comedian, my favorite comedian.
Oh, hey, stop it. I like it.
All right, and we will catch you again next time on Smell the Coffee. Until then, ciao.